Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is Chris with Flores Media. Today, I got a cool one. Stay tuned. Hey, like always, welcome back. I really appreciate you taking your time to watch this video, be part of this growing community that we got going on over here at Flores Media. If you're new here, my name is Chris. Most of the time I do video tutorials, I do gear reviews just like this one. So if you're into that, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, all right? With that out of the way, let's get into it, all right? So let's check out what do I got here today. Let's come see it. I want you to get close so you can see what I got up in here. All right, y'all. So what I have here today is the Feiyu Tech G6Max. It is a 3-axis gimbal. It comes in this nice storage case. It's a pretty durable material and I like it because it's not too thick and I feel like the gimbal is pretty secure in there. So let's open the box. Let me show you what it comes with. So that's what it looks like once you open the box. You can see here, it comes with this foam clip. Pretty good clip. Comes with that foam clip. It comes with its mini tripod right here. And it comes with this quick release plate for easy on and off the gimbal. It comes with a cable to control the camera as well. But right here is the cool guy right here. This is what we want to see, right? Got this gimbal right here. It's got a nice big old screen so you can see it. And let me set it up so you guys can see what it looks like already set up, right? So as you can see, here's the gimbal all set up. Got that nice screen up front. Got this tripod down here at the bottom. You've got your arm here. And the cool thing about this gimbal is that it has 3 locking axes, or axes? I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments what the word is. Anyways, it has 3 locking axes. And it just helps to set it up. It helps to balance. And it also, when you lock it up, like so, it helps for storage. So really cool. I love that feature. Some of the key points about this gimbal that I really like is that it's really light. It only weighs about 1.5 pounds, but it has amazing payload for its size. So for it being so light, it has a payload of about 2.65 pounds. So this thing can hold a whole pound over its own weight. So it has a very amazing payload. Second thing I really like about this gimbal is this really convenient, quick, easy, quick release plate. It's really simple to work. It's really simple to use. And most of the time when I'm using this gimbal, I just leave it on my camera. I don't really take the camera off this because it's just so easy to slide on and off. Also, this gimbal has a very good battery life. It lasts about 9 hours. That's according to the specs. In all honesty, I've shot maybe 7 hours with it and it still was alive. It wasn't dead. Maybe it had like the last little corner of the battery left, but it was still working. So maybe it will last to the 9 hours. So it has a really good battery life and it charges wicked fast since it has a USB-C port for charging. So it charges really, really fast, but it lasts a long time. So I love that feature about this gimbal. Also, this gimbal is splash proof. I've never wet it. I've never gone out in the rain just because of my cameras, but if it says it in the specs, I'm gonna believe it. Once y'all get it, let me know in the comment section if it actually is splash proof. I'm not gonna risk it. Another feature I really like about this gimbal is that it's really easy to balance any type of camera. Right here, I've got my little Sony RX100 Mark V. Also, this gimbal is very versatile because it offers different types of modes that you can use it. My favorite is my vlogging mode. If you triple tap the trigger right here in the back, you'll see it turn around. And there you got you a good stabilized vlogging stick right here. Double tap and it goes back. It also has inception mode. So you turn it and then you can decide if you wanted to turn right. You could decide if you wanted to turn left. or it could be continuous. It also has portrait mode. Portrait mode for you people that record with a gimbal for Instagram, TikTok. You've got portrait mode, and now you got you a stabilized gimbal for your portrait modes. Another cool mode that this gimbal has is the time-lapse function, where you could set your starting point and your ending point. I'm not gonna do that because you need to actually set up a time-lapse, and I don't want to bore you with just watching the gimbal just slowly move. But know that it's something that it can do. So if you wanted to place this maybe like on a table somewhere at a park or something, and you want to do a cool time-lapse, you could definitely do that with this gimbal. Finally, with this gimbal, like I said, with the included cable, you have camera control now. I've got the cable set up. I don't have an SD card in the camera because I'm using my SD card to record this. But on the screen here, I'm gonna try my best to show you. As I trigger the button right here, you should be able to see it change between camera and video mode. And once you press those buttons to control it, like right now I'm in video mode on my RX, I would press this little round button right here, and that would trigger the record. But since I don't have an SD card in there, which you could see there, it triggered it, but I just don't have an SD card. That's why it didn't start recording. But it definitely works, and I love it because when I'm on the gimbal, I don't want to have to like reach over, and especially on this camera with the such small record button, I don't want to have to reach over and like have to press the record button. Having it right here with the control of this small little cable that does not get in the way, does not add any extra weight, just makes it that much more awesome. So let me give you some of the reasons why I really love this gimbal, why I would highly recommend it, the Feiyu Tech G6Max. The functionality, let me lock the motors just to show you. They lock so that when you put it in your backpack for storage or in the case, you don't have it jingling. Right now it's jingling because this thing is loose, but if I was to take it off, release that quick plate, that quick, no jiggling, so you're gonna protect the motors. And then this button right here in the front, it controls your different modes. So you could do just like a pan tilt mode. You could do your lock mode where the gimbal does not move at all. You could do like where it moves up and down according to what you want it to do, just ever so slightly. And then it has what I call like an all follow mode, where it's like super sensitive. So if you're recording like maybe action sports or anything like that, the gimbal will just like real rapid fire with it. And then you could actually control in the app, you could control the sensitivity. So if you wanted to be even more responsive, you could control it. If you want to be slower to make it more cinematic, you can do that as well. So I guess I could include that as well. And some of the reasons why I really love this gimbal, the app is amazing. The app is really easy to use, and it's just very functional. Why else do I love this gimbal? Because of its versatility. You already saw me put this small, tiny point-and-shoot camera under the Sony RX100 Mark V. Now I'm gonna show you my iPhone 8 Plus with a moment case, with a moment lens, and a humongous ND filter. So here's the rig right here. I've got the anamorphic lens, I've got the adapter, I've got a big old ND filter, variable ND filter, a Go ND filter. I've got my iPhone 8 with a moment case. So this thing's gonna be really heavy, and you're gonna see that the gimbal can hold it but no problems. Let me rig it up for you and I'll show you guys in just a second. All right, quick note, if you're getting this gimbal because you wanna set up like this with your iPhone, with your phone, cool setup. I highly recommend you get a different clip, just because the included clip that comes with the gimbal, it's a little thin. It doesn't hold my case very well. If it was just your straight up iPhone, it would hold it perfectly. But since this moment case is pretty thick, it doesn't hold it good. So I would highly recommend this this clip I got from Urig. I'll leave it in the link below. I'll leave it linked below so you guys could check it out. I've been using it for over a year and it works very well with this setup, right? So let me put it all together and I'll show you how well this gimbal handles this big old heavy, top heavy setup with the big iPhone and the humongous lens. Okay, so I got it rigged up. When I was balancing it, I could not get it to balance perfectly because, I mean, this is a top heavy rig. So automatically the phone just wants to fall forward. But since this motor is like so strong up here, all three motors are so strong, the payload is amazing for the size and the weight of this gimbal. I'm able to balance this phone with no problem with this big old rig. So I have recorded, I've gone out, recorded with this rig just like this, and the gimbal handles just fine. If you want to do selfie mode, it handles it very well. I don't feel the motors trembling. I've used other gimbals where if I even tried to use this setup, like the gimbal would just, I think, low-key laugh at me because the motors would just be shaking the whole time, but there's no vibrations, and you can see it's moving where I want it to move, all right? So the versatility of this gimbal is very awesome, but let me show you one more surprise with this gimbal and its versatility. Look at this setup. This is my Sony a6400 with the big and heavy Sony 18-105 f4. This lens is heavy, this setup is heavy, but you might think, Chris, there's no way you could balance this on this gimbal. I can and I will. I've done it. Let me show you, okay? So look at this little guy balancing this big old camera like a boss. That is a humongous lens for this gimbal, and it's handling it just fine. Now, I wouldn't say buy this gimbal for this camera. I'm not saying that, but it works. So why do I recommend this gimbal? Some might say it's overkill because of the price, or some might say it's overkill because of the weight or the payload, I mean. But what do I say? This is what I like to say, what I like to recommend. This gimbal will grow with you. When I bought this gimbal, I bought it because I wanted to set it up with moment lenses and the filter. But after I stopped filming mobile, I bought my Sony ZV-1, which is what I'm using right now to record. It balances it perfectly. I mean, you saw it. It's about the same weight as the RX100, and you saw it's perfect for this. So little point and shoot works. Now you can see it's handling this big old lens APS-C camera just fine as well. So this gimbal can grow with you. When you're ready to upgrade, when you're ready to get a full frame camera, then you probably will need a different gimbal. But for the price, for what you get, for its versatility, I don't think you're gonna find another gimbal that comes close to the Feiyu Tech G6Max. All right, other things I really like about this gimbal, that it's really small, it's portable. The carrying case that comes with it, I like it. Throw it in your backpack and it does not take up any space. Obviously its versatility, its strength, like I've showed you. I like the control cable, the functionality that it gives you is really, really cool. And then all the joystick stuff that happens here. Here, let me show y'all. I got joystick control. Joystick control. I love it. I've got my tilt with this big knob. Now I've got my pans. I've got my selfie mode. If you wanted to vlog with this thing. And then I've got my different modes. So right here is just hand follow mode. So wherever the hand goes, the gimbal goes. If I double tap, it's kind of a little bit more freer. If I tap it once, it's on lock mode. So this thing is not going nowhere, it's locked. When I triple tap, now it's all follow. So you could see it kind of rolling a little bit there, right? So you see the versatility of this gimbal and its power of this gimbal. Some of the negatives of this gimbal, just like any gimbal I've ever used, it takes time to balance. It takes time to balance this gimbal. So some people might find that as a negative, especially on this camera, it takes a little bit longer to balance. And also, the other negative that I could think of, if I really had to come up with another negative, this little tripod, I don't really like it. It doesn't feel too comfortable in the hand. I wish it was a little bit more ergonomic, but that's always something that you could just replace. In conclusion, I love this gimbal. Like I said, it's a gimbal that can grow with you. You might use it right now maybe to shoot on your phone or to shoot on a small camera, a small like little point and shoot. or you might want to use it on an APS-C camera. I've used the Fujifilm X-T30 with the 18-55 kit lens on this gimbal perfectly fine as well. This camera is, I think it's heavier. The lens is definitely heavier. You guys saw it handles it well. So it's a gimbal that can grow with you until you're ready to, once you're ready, you hit those big full frame cameras with full frame lenses, then yeah, you're gonna need to upgrade the gimbal. But if you're starting out, if budget is a thing, I recommend this gimbal. It's gonna be the best thing you could get for your money, at least right now, okay? So if you like this video, please drop it a thumbs up. It lets me know that this is the kind of stuff that you like and you want to see more of it, so I can go and create some more of it. Also, if you have any questions about this gimbal, or if you recommend another gimbal that you want me to check out, or if you have this gimbal and you want to share your experience with it, drop something in the comment section and let me know. And on your way down, there's a little red button that says subscribe. Please click it, subscribe. There's also a little funny little logo that looks like the Snapchat ghost, but it's actually a bell. That means if you turn it on, that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, and we'll be up to date with each other, right? You'll know what I'm doing. You'll get to comment. You'll get to keep in touch with me via this little community that we're building. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. I'm at almost 550 subscribers. When I get to 600, I'm gonna do a little gear giveaway. It's something that I'll surprise you with it, right? So help me get to 600 subscribers. We're definitely gonna drop a giveaway on this channel, right? So until the next one, keep filming, keep learning, and let's keep growing together, right? Adios.